Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Xtreme Xfinity Series, fueled by Goat Locker here with the original Rebels Racing League. I am your host with the most, a familiar voice to some, a new to others. My name is Alex Feith. I will be calling your action here tonight at the fabled North Wilksboro Speedway as we got a little bit of qualifying going on as we have Eddie Smith run the background. We'll take a quick peek at the conditions for tonight's race. Half mile of the distance. The track is built on a hill, so turn 1 and 2, or this backstretch is uphill, the backstretch is downhill. 70 degrees on this beautiful sunny afternoon in North Carolina here. Track temp 89 degrees, which is going to make it a little bit slippery for these boys out here tonight in these Xfinity cars that are a handful. We'll go ahead and throw the tower up and see where everybody's qualifying. Eddie Smith loses it and knocks the wall down, going to end his qualifying attempt there. Jonah Colbert at the top of the board with an 1884. Patrick Jabik, we're coming into that second spot as it stands with an 1892. Let's see if we can find somebody else to turn a lap. Ryan Pendleton in that 23 machine on a cool down. He come in 6th with a 1906. Cody McElwain out there looking to improve on an 1887. And he will take the pole by 100th of a second. William Griffith out there in that 12 machine. Sitting in 11th with a 2026. Let's see if he can improve on that. Does with a 1968, but that's not quite enough to move him out of 11th. We'll take a right along with Garrett Kinder in that beautiful throwback machine as he obliterates the wall. That may be it for his qualifying attempt. Josh Oswald with an 1894. That may be it for qualifying. There is 16 cars in the session. And we've only had 12 qualify. Yet to qualify is Intensity Zone Matt Knights, Andy Kurtz, Jamie Mullins, Logan Sturgeon, and Tyler Rice yet to turn a lap here as we round out qualifying. Andy Kurtz up to something, up to no good, looks like. Andy Kurtz is going to make a qualifying attempt here late in the session. We have a minute left of qualifying. Not sure if you'd call that a Kyle Busch paint scheme. That looks like it's a Kyle Busch Hendrick era scheme there on the 5 machine tonight. So he's going to come in with a 1903, good enough for 9th place. If he can go without tagging the wall, might be able to improve on that. Not able to improve on it, and that will put him in the 9th position. That will do it for qualifying. $175 laps the distance tonight. As we will take a look and go ahead and roll through the grid. Cody McElwain on the pole with an 1883. Jonah Colbert coming in to a very close second. Michael Kostick in that 04 machine rolling off third. Patrick Jabik fourth. Eddie Smith rounding out your top five. Josh Oswald to his outside in that Petty throwback machine. Garrett Kinder back there in the 7th spot. Daniel D. Cunningham rolling off 8th. Andy Kurtz and Ryan Pendleton make up row number 5. Brandon Wallbanger Wallace coming in that 11th spot. Travis Bieber in the 114 12th. William Griffith, Jamie Mullins, Logan Sturgeon, Tyler Rice, and Matt Knights round out your 17-car field as we look to roll off green here in just a short minute. A lot of good-looking cars throughout the field. A couple throwbacks, a couple of your normal Xfinity schemes. Garrett Kinder rocking the throwback. Josh Oswald also rocking the STP throwback machine. Jonah Colbert in the Wrangler Ford, made famous by none other than Dale Sr. We are off and rolling. Lights on the pace car are already off a one lap pace here at North Wilkesboro. As I have a little bit of a connection issue. We're going to go one more time around. Give these drivers a chance to pull them belts tight one more time before we take on a 175 lap shootout at the fabled North Wilkesboro Speedway, which is hopefully going to be revived soon back on the NASCAR schedule. Pace car is going to make that hard left-hand turn off onto pit road. Kick the tires and light the fires. We're going green flag racing. Cody McElwain with an awesome jump. Jonah Colbert looking to make a move down, get to down to that bottom side before he gets freight trained. Able to get it done. Patrick Jabik also going to clear the 04 of Michael Kostick. As Josh Oswald looking to make something happen on the high side. If anybody knows their way around a short track, it is the Jet himself. Cody McElwain off to a great lead, stretched over about a little bit of checkup on the corner. Jonah Colbert able to close the gap there. Looks like the field has mostly singled out already. We've got a couple side-by-side battles back there in the back of the pack. As it is mostly single-filed back throughout the field. A little bit of tire slidage from, I believe, the 87 machine of Eddie Smith. We'll take a peek back up here at the battle for the lead. Jonah Colbert able to get a good run off the corner, not able to capitalize just yet. Kind of buying his time, looking to pick apart the weaknesses of the 06 machine where he can capitalize. But also at the same time saving tires, as this track is a monster on tires. Absolutely shreds them. 6 laps complete of the scheduled 175. Everybody's starting to settle in, shake the nerves, and find a rhythm. Pretty calm throughout the pack. Everybody's about a car or two away from each other, except for the leader here, who is all over the back bumper. Jonah Colbert is all over the back bumper of the leader here. As you can see, a couple of these guys have different colored spoilers and stuff written on them. You can almost see. Let's see if we can't get a better view of that. Yeah, Goat Walker Xfinity Playoffs. These are your playoff drivers. Give you a quick rundown. I did not think to load the graphic into OBS before the race started, but we'll go ahead and give it a quick rundown real quick. Assuming I can find it. Yeah, Cody McElwain looks like. Jonah Colbert, Patrick Jabik among the playoff drivers here. Eddie Smith is not one. Michael Kostick has that yellow spoiler. Daniel Cunningham rocking a yellow spoiler. Travis Bieber in the 114. Andy Kurtz. And as Logan Sturgeon is off the track. Oh, Andy Kurtz is getting a little bit of the broadcast. Oh, we got one around. We got William Griffith around. Let's go ahead and take a Kinder Farmer Ranch wreckage rewind. So here we are with the Griff Dozer himself. A little bit of damage from an earlier wreck, looks like. Drove it in a little deep and lost it. Not much he can do there except for hang on for the ride. Cody McElwain, Jonah Colbert still leading this field. Followed closely by Patrick Jabik, Michael Kostick. $15 complete. take a quick run through the field and see if we can't find some more yellow spoilers. That looks like it may be it. Jamie Mullins, Andy Kurtz, Travis Bieber, Daniel Cunningham, Garrett Kinder. Missed that one. Kind of blends in with his paint scheme there. Michael Kostick, Patrick Jerbick, Jonah Colbert, and Cody McElwain. Found it. Here we go. Jonah Colbert, Eddie Smith walked in with a win last week. Garrett Kinder, Andy Kurtz, Patrick Jerbick, Daniel Cunningham, Travis Beaver, Charles Stevens, Michael Kostick, Jason Lottridge, Cody McElwain, and that is it. And we're back green flag racing. Cody McElwain with a great jump. He is 8 points out of the playoffs, so a win here will save him from elimination and lock him in. Jonah Colbert hot on his heels, looking to lock himself in as Kostick is around Jerbick back there. They're still side-by-side racing back here for the third position. Hanging tough. Garrett Kinder, a little bit of damage to the back of that car. Look, this is short track and aerodynamics does not play that big of a factor here. Door to door for the third spot as Jonah Colbert looking to make a move on the leader. There's not enough cameras to call the action here on the track as they are scrapping door to door 3 rows deep here as Jonah Colbert looking to make a move on McElwain. Jonah able to get a good run in, but not able to capitalize on the drive out. And we have another caution. Looks like a big one. All right, we're riding here with Travis Bieber off of 4, and it steps out, locks it down, but tags the wall, comes to a stop. That is enough to throw the caution. .24 complete of 175. We'll give you a quick rundown of the top 5 here real quick. Cody McElwain, Jonah Colbert, Patrick Jerbick, Michael Kostick, and Eddie Smith, your top 5. Garrett Kinder in that black and gold 13 machine. 6th, Josh Oswald 7th, Daniel Cunningham 8th, Ryan Pendleton 9th. Rounding out your top 10 is the 5 machine of Andy Kurtz, Jamie Mullins, the driver I did not get a chance to let y'all know he is in the playoffs. 29 points out. If there's anybody who needs a win tonight, it is that man. Matt Knight's 12th. Logan Sturgeon 13th. Brandon Wallace 14th. William Griffith having a tough outing in the 15th spot. Travis Bieber in the pits, looks like. Taking some damage and some tires. Going to drop all the way back to that 16th spot. We are re-racked and double stacked behind the iRacing pace car for the third time tonight. Pace car is off. And we are back. Green flag racing. Cody McKellen with another great jump. Patrick Jabick looking to capitalize, as those two are Goat Locker teammates. Maybe able to count that one down and let Pat get a better jump on Jonah. Jonah hanging tough, fighting tough on the outside, looking to maintain that second position. Door to door, here comes Garrett Kinder looking to make a move, but he cannot go anywhere, as this track is really only 2 lanes wide. So he's kind of got to wait there. Jonah Colbert, a little bit of snappy loose there on the exit. Garrett Kinder going to tuck to the bottom and follow Patrick Jabick around, as Jonah Colbert stuck on the high side, got nowhere to go. Here comes a JC teammate of his in Eddie Smith. Door-to-door racing about all the way through the pack, but it is tight, clean racing. 32 complete. Garrett Kinder got to the bumper of Patrick Jabick, gave him a hey, how you doing? Long time no see, friend. As your top 3 are McKellen, Jabick, Kinder. Jonah Colbert able to tuck in behind. Garrett Kinder fell all the way back from 2nd to 4th. Garrett Kinder a little loose, able to gather it back up, but that's going to cost him some spots, as he's going to let Jonah Colbert up by. Eddie Smith on the high side, looking to capitalize, not quite able to get it done, as Garrett Kinder still retains the bottom line, which is the fast way around this place. Eddie Smith looking to clear Garrett Kinder on the backstretch, and he does. Kinder now under fire from the 04 machine of Michael Kostick. A little bit of a Quint Boyer-esque throwback there in the Jack Daniels machine. Garrett Kinder looking to fire back on Eddie Smith, as Jonah Colbert still poking and prodding around the back bumper of Patrick Jabick. Jabick a little wiggle out of him on the exit. Jonah Colbert's going to go to the high side, try to capitalize on the momentum. Not able to get it done there. He's going to tuck back in line. Pat gets loose again. That's going to let Jonah Colbert, Eddie Smith, Garrett Kinder around, Michael Kostick around. Kostick battling back there with the 07 underneath the 17. Michael Kostick able to clear the 07 there, as Josh Oswald and Pat Jabick are door to door here. Josh Oswald hanging tough on the high side, looking to secure the pass on the high side, the hard way around on the 07. Three-time Thunderstruck Super Series of Modified champion. completing of the 175. So we got a little bit of a battle. We have quite the battle brewing back here as they are pretty spread out in the front. Here comes Daniel Cunningham underneath the 17. 17 kind of getting hung out here, able to get down. Jamie Mullins, a guy who's a long shot to advance to the next round of the playoffs, looking to make a mid-race charge, I guess an early race charge, and gather up some much-needed points. As we take a peek here at the battle for the front, Jonah Colbert has reeled Cody McElwain back in. They are really, Jonah is really driving that 31 Wrangler jeans machine, trying to capitalize and get around Cody McElwain and set sail. Pretty even gap, about 3/10 between the top three. Eddie Smith back there about 7/10 back. Michael Kostick over the back bumper of the 87 machine. Daniel Cunningham, it's a hornet's nest back here. Andy Kurtz on the top side over Daniel Cunningham. Josh Oswald behind him with Jamie Mullins up top there. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. It's almost like Patrick Trubik is the pace car out there for this pack of 7. Andy Kurtz able to clear the 54 machine on the high side. Jamie Mullins poking his nose up there, trying to do the same thing. As it has calmed down a little bit up here, as Cody McElwain is under fire from Jonah Colbert with the lap car of William Griffith coming up here in the next couple of laps. See if one of those guys can use Griff to set a pick and either make the pass or gather or gain a bit of a lead. Cody McElwain has not had any breathing room since Patrick Jabik almost lost it. Jonah Colbert made a quick time to run him down and put some pressure on the 06. We'll take a peek back here a little further in the field. Cody McElwain looking to make a move on the 87 machine. About a half a car length gap there. These guys really sliding. These tires are starting to show their age a little bit. Back up front, we have Jonah Colbert still over the back bumper of Cody McElwain. Garrett Kinder waiting in the wings to capitalize on a move. Not much has changed in the last couple laps. Go ahead and pull up everybody's last lap times. Jonah Colbert 6/100ths faster than McElwain that last lap around. Garrett Kinder even faster yet. Cody McElwain faster that lap. as they are working on the high side of William Griffith. Michael Kostick just as fast as the leaders, as he has gotten around the 87 of Eddie Smith. Michael Kostick flying 4/10 faster than Cody McElwain that time around. But they are working around the lap car of William Griffith, so that could play a factor. Still pretty tame throughout the field, not much racing action. We're going to battle back here for the 8th spot. Travis Bieber working underneath Patrick Jabik. Going to get him quick. Patrick Jabik is just not quite jiving with the iRacing fixed set we have tonight. Was up to 2nd and has dropped all the way back to the 9th position. Pat just not able to have the long run speed that some of these guys are having, as he's stacking up with Ryan Pendleton, Josh Oswald, Logan Sturgeon, Brandon Wallace back here for 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th respectively. Jamie Mullins all over the back bumper of Andy Kurtz, as we check in with the leaders. About a half a second separates the top 4. Pretty tame and collected here. 64 complete, 110 to go. A little bit of blinkage there on my end. Working with the internet that I have been given. Do not have the luxury of fiber internet just yet, but I am patiently waiting. It's a few blocks from my house, and I cannot wait. Looks like we are under caution. Let's go see if we can't figure out why. All right, we'll take a peek here at Josh Oswald. He drives it in deep, catches the curb, gathers it back up, and loses it. Tags the wall and comes to a stop on the front stretch, bringing out the caution. While we were searching for the wreckage rewind, just about everybody went down pit road. Cody McElwain, Jonah Colbert, Garrett Kinner, Michael Kostick, Eddie Smith, Andy Curtin, Jamie Mullins, Travis Bieber. Yeah, just about everybody went down pit road there. And took 4 tires and fuel here in the middle stages of the race. 69 laps complete, 70 complete, as we are going to restack them and re-rack them. That was a nice little 40-lap green flag run we had there. Cody McElwain, Jonah Colbert, Garrett Kinder, Eddie Smith, Michael Kostick, your top 5. As the pace car pulled off, Cody McElwain with another great jump. Jonah Colbert, a little bit better jump than the 13 machine could get. As those boys are side by side, the 13 and the 31. Jonah Colbert able to clear Garrett Kinder going down the backstretch. Jonah Colbert carrying some big momentum on the high side with these fresh tires, looking to cross him up, cross him over. Jonah Colbert loses it, gathers it back up, locks it down, makes a little bit of contact with the wall. No caution. I guess the caution is out for the 31. Tough break for Jonah Colbert. Logan Sturgeon also around. Let's take a quick rewind and see what happened to Mr. Sturgeon here. Tough break. Also snapping loose. Under caution, getting the checkup. No contact from him. Looks like, I'm not sure what that damage on the back of his car is from. Maybe possibly an earlier accident. But that is going to move the 13 machine of Garrett Kinder into that second spot. Eddie Smith third. Michael Kostick up to fourth. Andy Kurtz into the 5th position. As we are now 100 laps remaining here in the Do It For Dale 175. Lights should go off here this time around. As we'll rack them and stack them yet again here with 76 of the scheduled 120 or 175 completed. This is your 4th caution so far. Lights on the pace car are off. Green flag is out. Cody McKellar with another great start. Eddie Smith on the bottom underneath Garrett Kinder. Garrett Kinder going to clear Eddie Smith and retain that second spot. Garrett Kinder got a lot of drive off the corner, looking to make a move, trying to capitalize on the lead. McElwain slides up. Garrett Kinder is going to take advantage of that, almost loses himself. Cody McElwain under fire. About the first mistake this kid has made all night. As Kinder and McElwain are door to door. McElwain looking to recapture the lead. Garrett Kinder looking to take it. As this is a all-out brawl for the lead. both washed a little high into one. Garrett Kinder able to gather it back up and get a better drive off. Cody McElwain carried the momentum on the high side. Door to door at the stripe. McElwain leads that one as Kinder puts a move on him. A little bit of contact. McElwain around. Tough break. That was some hard racing. Not much blame can be put on one or the other. Just some tough racing there. We'll go back and take a little peek at that. Okay, we're on board with Garrett Kinder. Both get a good drive into the corner. Kinder comes up, touches the door. Really upsets the 06 machine, and he's just kind of long for the ride, wheeling that thing. And there's where Maynard blinks out. Tags Eddie Smith on the way around. Tough break for the both of them. I'm sure that will turn into an EOL at a later time and date if he does not take one here in the race. '84 complete. Got a couple new names inside the top 5 here. We got Garrett Kinder on the point. Eddie Smith to the outside. Michael Kostick third. Ryan Pendleton into the 4th spot. Up 6 spots from where he started. Andy Kurtz moves into the 5th position. Jamie Mullins up 8 spots as it stands from into the 6th spot. Daniel Cunningham 7th. Travis Bieber 8th. Patrick Jabick still in 9th. Jonah Colbert back there in the 10th position. Because we're going to rack them and stack them one more time. Pace car is off. Kinder with a good start. Eddie Smith with just as good of a one. Eddie Smith not quite able to get down just yet. As Pendleton and Mullins are side by side for the 4th position. Great little battle back here for 4th, 5th, 6th. How everybody back here battling for a position, it looks like. Garrett Kinder and Eddie Smith looking to run away from the field, not quite able to get it done, as Michael Kostick is within 3/10, couple car lengths back. So we check back in here with the battle for the 4th position. Looks like it's pretty well settled down back here throughout the field. Not much action to call around here. Couple tore up race cars back here in the back of the pack. Josh Oswald almost looking like a modified. Check back in with your leaders. Garrett Kinder pulling a fair gap on Eddie Smith. Has the pace car. Ooh, we got a caution. Check in with that. I'm colorblind. I'm sorry. I can't tell when the thing changes. I need to start, I guess, paying better attention to that. All right. Travis Bieber drives in a little deep and loops it by himself. Does a good job of getting it walked down and not collecting anybody else. '93 complete. Garrett Kinder, your leader. Eddie Smith in that second spot. Michael Kostick third. Looks like we will be lining them up. Lights should go off on the pace car here this time around. Lights on the pace car are off. We're going to rack them and go green on 97. Eddie Smith on the outside of Garrett Kinder. Michael Kostick has Jamie Mullins. Patrick Bick up into that fifth spot with Ryan Pendleton to his outside. Garrett Kinder leads the field off into turn one. Everyone's starting to funnel down into one lane. Eddie Smith able to clear the 04. Michael Kostick, Jamie Mullins looking to clear the 04. Good little battle here for the third positions as Jamie Mullins has taken the position. Kostick drops back to fourth. Jamie Mullins on a mission. He is up 11 spots from where he started. Caution is out again. All right, let's do a little something a little different. Let's ride inside the 99 of Brandon Wall as powers it up a little bit too much and pounds the inside wall, just barely misses the tail end of the field there, almost collecting a few guys. Tough break for the 99. That was a hard impact. It's like he is down on pit road. Took his fast repair. Maybe he did. Maybe he took some optional. That front end's still a little boogered up. You'd think a hit like that would have some serious engine damage, but must not be the case. Eddie Smith rolling around in that high side. A little known secret run where down you see some guys down will be down in the grass later trying to cool them tires off. But up there, great, it is up in the marbles, but it is cooler pavement, cooling them tires down just a little bit. Have to come down. Garrett Kinder doing the same thing, running down there in the very bottom of the track. Looking to cool them tires off a little bit for this restart. We're going to stack them and rack them one more time. Garrett Kinder, Eddie Smith, Jamie Mullins, Michael Kostick, your first two rows. Patrick Jabick, Ryan Pimpson make up that third row. Pace car is off. And we are back green flag racing. Jamie Mullins looking to get up there and make a move on Eddie Smith if possible. He's peeking under there, not quite able to get it done there. This track is super hard to pass. These cars are super hard to drive, a little pushy. Kind of like, feels to me, it kind of feels like driving a loaded dump truck. Gonna ride in that third position. Trying to maybe defend a charge from Michael Kostick, because we are 107 laps complete. 60-something to go. Pretty tame throughout the field. Mullins has a little bit of a snap loose. He's gonna be able to sneak up in front. Patrick Jabick, who's missing the whole back of his car. He's gonna pound the wall there. Jonah Colbert's gonna get to his door. Jonah Colbert spun, trying to take the lead as he's gonna lose it a little bit on corner X. These guys are driving these things. Jonah Colbert not able to capitalize on the mistake from Patrick Jabick. So he's going to fall in line. A little bit of damage there on the 54 machine as well. Not everybody is tore up here in one way or another. Eddie Smith under fire from the Jack Daniels machine of Michael Kostick. As he's going to slide up a little bit, Ryan Thompson looking to capitalize on that little mistake. We really got some great battles going on throughout the field. Lots of nose to tail, but not a lot of passing, as this place is difficult, to say the least. Jamie Mullins slid all the way back to the 5th position. Pendleton gonna dive underneath Caustic. Not quite able to make it stick just yet, but he is there. As Caustic is on the high side trying to make a move on Eddie Smith. Caustic's gonna clear the 23. As we are under caution, a little bit of tire smoke, not sure what happened. Let's see what's going on here with Brandon Wallace. Oh, as he is punted by Matt Knights. Wallace almost able to gather it up, but a tough break for the 99 yet again, as he almost pulls in front of the 17. Bit of a rivalry between those fellas there. That would have been interesting, as we got some pit stops going down, looks like. As Jonah Colbert, Caustic, Eddie Smith, a whole gaggle of them down on pit road, going to take fresh rubber with 60 laps remaining. So that's going to put Daniel Cunningham on the point. Let's see if we can't find that fella and talk to him, see what his game plan for this pit strategy is going. There's what he has in mind, I guess. Hey, Danny, this is Alex up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4, I got you.
So what's going through your little head here, standing out here in the late stages, trying to capitalize on some track position, or you've been back there saving tires?
So I pitted on the last caution. Just wanted to try to get off sequence a little bit, try to do something a little different. I honestly don't think I've got the outright pace to win it, but we'll see how everything plays out. Looks like I got a few cars that stayed out. If we get a couple cautions and some heat cycles, might be able to try to, if not stay up front, maybe at least get a better finish than what I would have had just doing what everybody else did.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bold strategy. All the fast guys, as you've seen up front, took tires and leaving you on point with the Griff Dozer behind you. May the odds be in your favor.
Sorry, I didn't catch what you said at the end there.
You got the Griff Dozer on your 6. May the odds be in your favor.
10-4, thanks, Alex.
Yeah, that's your current race leader, Daniel Cunningham, in that 54 Barfield Pet Hospital Ford Mustang with the 114 Ally machine of Travis Bieber to the outside. Griff to his 6, and Andy Kurtz up top. Jonah Colbert 5th, your earliest fresh tires, as the pace car does a wheelie. Daniel Cunningham off to a great lead. Travis Bieber not able to hang with him, as it is a bottleneck behind the 114. Everybody looking to get around this. They are almost 3 wide. They are, in fact, 3 wide. Jonah Colbert using a little bit of pit road entry, door-to-door with William Griffith. Andy Kurtz, top and bottom, looking to get around the 114. Doing everything he's got, as Pendleton's around, Caustic's around. Caustic into the barrels. Yellow flag is out. Let's go ahead and rewind and take a peek at that. Pull up your Kinder Farmer Ranch Wreckage Rewind. Okay. Here we are taking a look at Michael Kostick. Wada checking up. Pendleton loses it as we seen earlier. Patrick Jabik not able to check up just in time. It's going to send Kostick around. Logan Surgeon again is squeak by. But Kostick is going to pound that wall, and it is going to weld him to that wall, unfortunately. As we see, he is stick to it. Tough break for him, having to tow and go probably laps down. See him there on pit road waiting on the virtual tow truck to drag him off the wall. .50 laps remaining with Daniel Cunningham still up front. Travis Bieber to his outside. Andy Kurtz, Jonah Colbert, the top four. Eddie Smith in fifth. That kind of rhymes. I have been talking for I don't know how long with my microphone muted. But as I was saying, the amount of work that went into getting this place whipped back into shape to get scanned on iRacing was nothing short of incredible. It took Jail Jr. and the iRacing crew like 3 days to get all the grass and weeds and stuff weeded out from the cracks and crevices that have grown up with this place not seeing any racing action for over 30 years. But hopefully that will soon be changing with the money that the state of North Carolina has given this facility to revamp itself and bring itself back to its former glory. It's going to be a tall task to pull off, as we see Garrett Kinder is really closed in on the back bumper of Jonah Colbert. Close, but not close enough, as Daniel Cunningham still hanging tough in that Banfield Pet Hospital 54 Ford Mustang. He's holding off Eddie Smith and Ryan Pendleton. Garrett Kinder still all over the back bumper as we have 17 laps to go. Can Garrett Kinder make a late race charge, or does Jonah Colbert have the 13 covered? Only time will tell with 15 trips around this track remaining. Great drive by a lot of these guys. A lot less cautions I anticipated here at North Wilkesboro. This being an incredibly tricky track to drive. Being sloped and small and flat. And these cars not being the best handling cars iRacing or NASCAR has to offer, in my humble opinion. That's why you don't see me on the track. Oh, as we have a late caution with 13 to go. Looks like William Griffith center for a ride. Just overdrove it on exit, knocked that guardrail down. And tough break for that 12 machine. It's going to throw a little mix-up in the... as we have Eddie Smith, Jamie Mullins, Josh Oswald, Travis Bieber down on pit road. So that will... make things a little interesting, as Eddie Smith's going to try. Eddie Smith and Jamie Mullins will see Garrett Kinder and Jonah Colbert down there mowing the grass, cooling these tires off. Subcontracted out from the Cody Bame lawn service that you see over in the Thunderstruck Super Series on Wednesday nights. Colbert, Kinder, Cunningham, your top three. Garrett Kinder trying to get those tires as cool as possible, trying to get every advantage to get around the 31 machine. As the fresh tires back there with Eddie Smith are back in the 7th spot. Josh Oswald went down, took his fast spare, no longer 3/4 of the way to a modified. Eddie Smith back there. Josh Oswald starts the fresh tires in the 6th spot. Eddie Smith, however, is going to have a little bit of advantage being already on that bottom side, as Patrick Jerbeck, Ryan Pendleton, and company are on fresh tires. Let's pull up that pit strategy once again. As you see, Colbert and Kinder out there pitted on a lap 114. Daniel Cunningham on 100. Pendleton on 122. Jerbeck on 114. Everybody else on 114. Well, Mullins would have pit on lap whatever that was. Not quite as professional as everybody else, but yeah, I bring entertainment. Lights on the pace car off with 8 laps remaining. Colbert and Kinder, your front row. These two have been nose to tail. Down to Cunningham on 70 some odd lap old tires. Those things are screaming. Ryan Pendleton up top in the 4th spot. Patrick Jerbeck 5th. Josh Oswald with fresh tires in the 6th spot. Pace car does a wheelie again. Colbert with a great launch. Kinder, not so much. Still in, going to maintain that 2nd spot with Ryan Pendleton hot on his heels. Cunningham going to fall outside of that top 3 since lap 114. A great run from the 54 machine as Josh Oswald is all over the back of that machine looking to capitalize with fresh tires. Oswald into the 5th spot. Mullins up top. Daniel Cunningham, a rolling roadblock right now with those old tires, not near as fast as everybody else. Mullins to the high side. Mullins going to take the 4th spot. Travis Bieber's going to follow close into, as there's a big bottleneck checkup back there with Daniel Cunningham, who may have gotten loose. Josh Oswald around. Daniel Cunningham almost around. As we got fenders beating and banging everywhere. Mullins gets into Pendleton a little bit and got into, wow, this is a lot of going on back here. Josh Oswald into the 6th spot. Mullins 5th. Andy Kurtz 4th. Travis Bieber up into that 3rd spot, up 9 positions. Garrett Kinder about 7/10 back from Jonah Colbert as we have 3 laps remaining. Jonah Colbert kind of set sail. Garrett Kinder doesn't really have anything for him. Must have really burned up those Goodyear tires trying to catch and pass Jonah Colbert. Travis Bieber looking to capitalize on that. Bieber also on fresh tire. Bieber to the high side, going to clear Kinder, as well as Andy Kurtz going to follow. White flag is out. Travis Bieber to 2nd, Kurtz to 3rd, Kinder to 4th. Here comes Josh Oswald in that 5th spot. Jonah Colbert down the backstretch. All he's got to do is make it through 3 and 4 without powering it up too much and spinning it. He is going to get that done. Jonah Colbert wins your Do It for Dale 175. Travis Bieber 2nd. Andy Kurtz coming in 3rd. Garrett Kinder 4th. Big wreck. Josh Oswald rounding out your top 5. Quite the drive from the 31 machine up front. Hanging tough. As he's going to pull it down on pit road. May not have the fuel to do the burnout. Or is going to do the burnout in the safety of pit road. He is going to take this thing somewhere. Where is he taking this thing? All right. So let's pull up your race results while we wait on everybody get in the waiting room. Jonah Colbert, your winner. Travis Bieber coming in 2nd. Andy Kurtz 3rd. Garrett Kinder 4th. Josh Oswald 5th. Logan Sturgeon in that 6th spot. Eddie Smith 7th. Not quite able to capitalize on those fresh tires like he had hoped. Jamie Mullins into the 8th. Patrick Jerbeck 9th. Daniel Cunningham Gamble did not pay off for him. That JC Motorsports machine's going to come in 10th. Brandon Wallace 11th. Matt Knights 12th. William Griffith 13th. Ryan Pendleton 4 laps down in 14th. Michael Kostick, tough break for him, getting stuck in pit lane. 15th. Cody McElwain. 16th. Tyler Rice did not make the start. Looks like we have everybody in the waiting room. Let's go ahead and pull in our third place finisher, Andy Kurtz. Andy, this is Alex up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Alex? I got you.
So, you spent a fair amount of that race in the Hornets' Nest there in the middle of the pack, and was able to kind of bide your time and capitalize with a little bit fresher tires. Should you go ahead and take us through your race?
Yeah, yes sir. No, that was that was a lot of fun. I don't have too many laps at this track. it was tough to drive for sure. Car was super loose, tons of power. You really feel it getting off the turns. I'm sure you probably saw on the broadcast watching, a lot of spins coming out of 2 and 4. But no, all in all, it was fun. I was trying to make that middle line work and pass people that were running the bottom. But yeah, like you said, those new tires were a game changer there at the end. There were a couple incidents there last couple laps, so we just sort of got lucky there. I'd say at the end with the way it played out and the new tires, and I don't think I deserved a P3 there, but certainly take it. It was a lot of fun.
Hey, I mean, the race was kind of one for you, not necessarily one, but brought you into the top 3 on pit road. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah. I mean, thank you for putting on the show for us. Intensity Broadcasting does an awesome job. I want to thank Original Rebels and everyone who puts this on for us. This has been an awesome first series for me in the Xfinity series here. Making the run for the playoffs has been awesome, and hope to keep it going. I want to thank our series sponsor as well, Goat Locker Racing.
Alrighty, that's your third place finisher, Andy Kurtz in that 5 machine. Alrighty, let's go ahead and grab second place in the 114 machine of Travis Bieber. Travis, this is Alex up in the intensity booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, man?
Early on, you were kind of gathered up in a wreck and was missing the front of your car there for a little bit. Able to go down, take a fast repair, and get a fresh set of Goodyear stickers and make quite the charge up to second place. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what you saw from that 114 machine?
Yeah, just struggle on the struggle bus the whole race, and like you said, just kind of stayed out. I tried to play pitch strategy a little bit, stayed out, got up to the front there, and then I think the guys just had tires behind us, just kind of ended up rolling through, and then caught a break there, got a caution with whatever that was, 10 or 11 to go, came in, got tires. A break with a couple guys, sliding around there, and got up there. We were just talking. I said, Jonah, maybe 3 more laps might have had a shot at it.
Yeah, for sure. But high horsepower, no downforce to this car on this incredibly slick North Wilkesboro Speedway. Definitely makes for some interesting racing, especially here in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. So, I thought everybody did a good job. Kept everything clean overall. A couple spins. I mean, I spun myself once, but yeah, like you said, the car, it was just so loose all over the track, especially coming off. You just hit that gas a little bit too much coming off, and it was going around on you. No problem.
Alrighty, who would you like to thank for this wonderful second place finish?
Oh man, I don't have the sponsors up. You're killing me here. I guess I wasn't expecting to be up here, so I didn't even bring them up. So yeah, I gotta thank Goat Locker Racing, Big Fish Motorsports, Care Farm and Ranch, Shappy Edits, Meal Race Designs, Magic Mike Motorsports, Griff, Pegleg, and P&J Motorsports. Everybody that kind of puts the league on. You guys for the broadcast. Just excited to race and happy with second place tonight.
Alrighty, that's your second place finisher, Travis Bieber. Let's go ahead and bring in your winner, Jonah Colbert. Jonah, this is Alex up in the Intensity booth. What you got for me?
Hey, Alex, what's going on?
Oh, just watched you drive from the front to the back to the front to the back in that 31 Wranglers abomination on a Ford.
I'll have you know, Dale Earnhardt won his first race at Talladega in a Thunderbird, so that's what this is. This is a dedication to that.
All right, go ahead and take us through your race there. Quite the interesting path you took to take the win.
The car was loose. It was slick. It was four-wheel sliding all over the track. It was tight, then it was loose, and it was loose. It was loose some more. It was like driving on melted rubber. It was just you couldn't get any grip into the corner. You couldn't get any grip off the corner, and I just tried to figure out the best way to offset how loose it was, see if I could get the car to tighten up a little bit. So I just pretty much didn't take fuel the entire race. I think I took like 2 gallons on one stop, and that was it. And whole reason behind that, I was hoping it would, less weight on the rear of the car would help tighten it up. And then I took 2 tires late in the race to kind of, because it got tight from no fuel. So I took 2 tires, kind of free it up a little bit and for some track position, and it seemed to work and was able to hold them off just enough to sneak it into victory lane. So,
All righty, who would you like to thank for the wonderful win you pulled off here tonight at the Do It for Dale 175?
shout out to you, man. Thanks for stepping up and broadcasting. Always good to have you up in the booth. We don't see you that often. You need to get up there and do it more. Like talking to you. Shout out to teammates at JC Motorsports, Eddie Smith, Daniel Cunningham, and Garrett Kinder was hanging out with us tonight. So shout out to him. He had a good run. I know he ended up getting passed by those 2 fresher tires late in the race, but he had a fast car all night, and he very well could have won this race. Just a couple of things would have went different, but overall, it was a good race by everybody. Looking forward to next week.
For sure. I believe you will have your normal pilot, Josh Hall, in the booth for this one. I just now figured out how to do this, and that my internet can just teensy tiny bit handle this.
Well, maybe I can get on there and watch it later and figure out which pixel is my car. So
It's the blue and yellow one. There's 2 pixels per car.
okay. All right, man. Well, appreciate everything you did. It was good having you.
Yep, thanks for the wonderful product on track to call.
All right, we'll see you next week.
All righty, let's go ahead and take care of some race-ending awards. I know the hard charger goes to Travis Bieber, Michael Kostick with probably the tough luck award, in my opinion. Garrett Kinder, pain of the race. Not sure what else awards I'm supposed to give out. I am incredibly ill prepared for somebody who is an admin in this league, but that's about as much as I can butcher this as possible. And as a wise man once said, Seacrest